Schools and roads were closed on the west coast today as the area was drenched by heavy rainfall, making it a miserable day for locals and tourists alike. Flooding and slips shut a large section of State Highway 6 from Fox Glacier to Hokitika, along with part of State Highway 73 at Arthur's Pass. But as Jonathan Mitchell reports, it's been a day of extremes across the country. While the west coast experienced heavy rainfall and flooding, locals in Hawke's Bay were basking in the sun.
Dirty brown water washed over the highway today, causing slips and preventing traffic from getting through. But South Westland area school students were able to reach their homes beyond the road closure, courtesy of a police escort. Westland Mayor Bruce Smith spotted trees and even a camper van in the river.
We've had a camper van parked in the middle of the river. It's not parked there now. It might be heading to Aussie, down across the Tasman. My instinct is that the weather event has passed over the top of us, and I think the worst is over. That's my feeling, having seen many of these things.
He says gumboots were at the ready in Hokitika in case the river burst its banks, and a welfare centre was opened in Hurry, but was closed later in the day as the weather calmed.
I've been down and to the old people's home, the Ellen Bryant Hotel, had to talk to the oldies and told them that while they've got their gumboots there, they won't need them. And the tourists were just saying, look, head for the pub, go and have a meal, have a beer, sit by the fire and sit it out, because that's the most practical thing to do.
While it was beers and a warm meal in Hokitika, motorists were warned of strong winds on Arthur's Pass, especially for motorbikes and camper vans. Students from Otago Boys High School on camp were caught out by the weather at Mount Aspiring National Park. Deputy Rector Mark Hooper says the boys are stuck there until tomorrow at least because a creek is impassable.
But with the weather slamming into the west coast there, it sort of overspills to the Matukituki Valley, and there's a creek which runs by the side of the lodge which they have to cross over to get back to the road, and it can rise very rapidly and also go down just as quickly, and it's just too high apparently to cross safely today.
Mr Hooper says the boys are safe, dry and in high spirits, with plenty of supplies. In the North Island, the Rimutaka Hill Road is shut. A severe wind warning is in place for Wellington and southern Wairarapa, with wind gusts expected to reach 130 kilometres per hour until 11 o'clock tonight. But not all places have been miserable. Hawke's Bay has been baking in hot temperatures, and these locals were trying to keep cool.
We've got a school, so air-conditioned classrooms. One way to do it, stay in the shade, wear a hat, all that stuff, yeah.
It's beautiful. I'm sitting in the shade watching my grandson get rid of all his energy. We're going to Strawberry Patch to have ice creams.
How are you feeling?
Oh, good. We're just looking around all the houses for Holly Trail. But yes, it is getting a bit warm now.
But don't put away those winter clothes just yet. Met Service forecaster Jerry Kaiser says the rain will head to the North Island tomorrow.
There won't be a dry spot, so everybody is getting some of the rain. So the whole of North Island getting some of the rain at some time. Mostly then, as I say, from Friday afternoon into overnight period to Saturday morning. But from there on, it starts clearing up again.
State Highway 6 on the west coast is expected to remain shut tonight and will be reviewed tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, authorities are warning of heavy rain in Canterbury overnight, but no significant flooding is expected. For Checkpoint, call Jonathan Mitchell, 10